Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So today we'll be talking about states of matter. Before I begin with states of matter, I'll be explaining what matter is. So matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Okay, it can either be a book, a pen, water, oxygen, hydrogen, orange juice, anything that has mass and occupies space. Okay, but then matter is divided into three states. it can exist it can exist in three different states. Okay, I just mentioned three already. There was like orange juice is liquid, books are solid, and oxygen is gas. So the first state of matter is solid. Solid is anything, okay, that is tangible, okay, and has a definite shape. Okay, so it has definite shape and it's tangible. That means it can be touched. Okay, you can feel it, you can hold it, and it has a definite shape. Okay, definite shape. Let me write it down here. Okay, for example, a box. Okay, a box is solid. Okay, a pen, a book, anything that you can, your pillow, your clock, your watch, they're all solids. They have definite shape. They don't change shapes, right? They don't morph into different shapes like liquid, and you can touch them all, right? So the other state of matter is liquid. Liquid is the matter that morphs into the shape of the container. If you pour water into a container that is round, it will take this round shape. If you pour it into, let's say, a kettle, it will take the kettle shape. If you pour it into a bottle, it will take the bottle shape. So you see, it morphs into different shapes. Okay, so it does not have a definite shape. Its shape is indefinite. So indefinite shape. But liquid is tangible. You can touch liquid, you can touch water, you can touch orange juice, right? So it's still tangible. I can't draw liquid, but then let's just draw a glass with water in it. Okay, so you see it takes the shape of the glass. The third state of matter is gas or gaseous. Okay, so this is the state of matter that whereby the matter is so free flowing that it can neither be touched, you can hardly even see it. It's just in air. Okay, and it's also it does not have a definite shape. It can change shape wherever it goes. It can enter a room, okay, and take the room's shape. It can be put into a container and take the container's shape. So it does not have a definite shape. Its shape is indefinite. Okay, and it's intangible. It cannot be touched. Like, it does not have a physical form. It's just moving and it's all around you. Can you see air around you? You can't, right? Unless it's moving in form of wind. But in normal situations, you wouldn't see air around you. You're breathing air, but you do not know that. You do not touch it and put it into your nose, do you? So, so the three different states of matter were solid, liquid, and gas. Solid has definite shape and is tangible. Liquid has indefinite shape, but it's still tangible. Gaseous form, okay, gaseous state of matter has no definite shape. It has indefinite shape and it's intangible. Okay, it cannot be touched because it does not have a solid form. It does not have a physical form. So other examples of gaseous state of matter are gases like hydrogen, okay, and nitrogen. You can't see them, can you? So these were the states of matter, and yeah, but then you can change each state to the other. Okay, so the processes to convert one state to the other state. Okay, for example, so can you think of a solid matter? Yeah, I can. Ice, right? But what is ice made of? It's made of water. Okay, and if you know the rain cycle, when water evaporates, what do you get? Air, right? In fact, air won't be the right word because you guys are scientists. You know this all better. So let's put it as H2O, okay? But in gas form. I hope you know that symbol, don't you? Okay, however, let's not waste time in symbols and let me explain to you the process. When your mother wants to make ice, okay, what will she do? She takes water in a tray and she puts it into the freezer. So what does she do? Puts, she applies cold to it, right? She freezes it. It means, if you guys have paid attention to the details that I just mentioned, when you uh, when you put water in a cold environment, it turns into ice. It freezes into ice. Okay, so when a liquid becomes solid, it's called freezing. Okay, it's the process through which water becomes ice. It's called freezing, and it happens when the temperature decreases. That is, it becomes cold. It's the same for gaseous to liquid form. Okay, because if you guys okay, now let's come back. When you remove the ice, okay, and you keep it outside in room temperature for a long time, it will turn into water again, right? So it melts. Or when it snows, okay, when the temperature increases. So if it snows and the roads are covered with snow, but then the temperature increases and suddenly it's so sunny that the snow melts. Okay, so solid into liquid is called melting. Okay, and the then it's so sunny, okay, that the water starts evaporating. Okay, it starts evaporating. It goes up. It can okay, that's called evaporating. When the temperature is high, when the sun is heating, okay, the river surface, the water starts evaporating and becomes water vapor. Okay, water vapor. I forgot to label this. So when vapor becomes water, that process, when gaseous form becomes liquid form, the process is called condensation. For example, when it's raining, okay, uh, through the water cycle, when the water vapor goes up to the clouds and then it becomes heavy, it gets condensed. So it's called condensing. Okay, it becomes heavy and goes back to water and drops in the form of rain. And the temperature is low. Okay, so if you look at my messy chart properly, the states of matter change from solid to liquid. They change from solid going downwards to gaseous state when the temperature is high. Okay, that is, when it's hot, it goes this way, and when it's cold, it goes the other way. So these processes are really important because in exams and in in daily life, you'll always be asked that what's happening to that ice right there, and you'll be like, it's melting. What do you mean by melting? It's turning into water. Okay, so the same ice, okay, the ice cube, let's say this is an ice cube. Okay, this is the water that you have, and this is the gas, water vapor. Okay, it changes from solid to liquid and liquid to gas when the temperature increases. Okay, when solid becomes liquid, it's called melting. When liquid becomes gas, it's called evaporation, evaporating. Okay, and when it's the other way around, okay, when gaseous becomes liquid and liquid becomes solid, the temperature decreases at that time. When the temperature decreases, gaseous turns into liquid and liquid turns into solid. Okay, and those processes are called condensation, that is condensing, and freezing. So these are common terminologies that we usually use without noticing that it's not just basic English terms but actually very scientific. And I'm sure you've all come across such words like melting and freezing are really common. And yeah, so you must have understood this by now. If okay, let's just do one thing. I'm gonna write down some matter, and you can let's group them into either solid, liquid, or gaseous form. So first is table, then we have apple juice, and then we have lime juice, then we have lime, and we have hydrogen. So it's time to group this into the different forms of matter that we have. A table. Let's look at the characteristics of a table. Does the table change shape every time it's moved from one place to another? No, right? So it has a definite shape. And which states of matter has a definite shape? Solid. So instantly you get to know that a table is solid, right? Just to be sure, can you touch it? Is it tangible? Yeah, it is. So now you're more sure that a table is solid. Apple juice. Does apple juice have a definite shape? No, right? Every time you pour it from a jug to your glass, it changes shape. Every time you pour it from a box to your glass, it changes shape, right? So apple juice has indefinite shape, but gaseous and liquid both have indefinite shape. So let's look at the tangibility. Can you touch apple juice? You can, right? So it is liquid. Can you touch lime juice? Right, you can. And it does not have a definite shape. It's just like apple juice, so it's liquid as well. Let's go to lime. Lime is round. It never changes its shape. It's a different thing when you cut it, but it will never physically change its shape without going through a chemical process or an irreversible process like cutting. So a lime is solid, okay, because it has a definite shape and you can touch it. Finally, hydrogen. Hydrogen is a gas, okay? It does not have a definite shape, it cannot be touched, and you can hardly see it. So hydrogen is gaseous. My handwriting are really weird, but I hope you've understood everything that I've said in this video. And if you did, please give the video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe and share. Have a good day, guys.